Yesterday, I went down the rabbit hole of DIY Botox. Very controversial.
I bought my own Botox. I bought Korean Botox.
What the hell is that?
I don't really know.
100 units for $100. It came in a refrigerated pack in like 2 days.
Because I'm an adult and this is what I choose.
When I do talks, I like setting this up this way so that I stay very organized, and it's really easy for me to remember, oh, at my chin and mouth, I'm doing 4 spots and each one is 2 units. So I break my syringes up like this on a regular piece of paper.
You guys are f***ing out of your minds.
You heard that absolutely right. People are ordering a Korean Botox alternative offline and injecting their own faces with it.
Have you lost your damn mind?
The vanity quest is reaching an all-time high right now. We're going to get into Toxtok right now. What it look like, TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today, y'all, we gonna get into the world of Toxtok. It seemed like ever since the whole BBL craze done died out, because y'all was out there against some of the worst BBLs ever. Y'all took the BBL craze to new lengths and pretty much killed that whole craze yourself because the butts couldn't get no bigger. But it seems like now they're doing the same thing with this Botox. It has become a real contentious subject over on TikTok. If you a male, you can't even speak on Botox.
I hate when a man says that they don't like the way that Botox looks.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
You don't even know what Botox looks like. It doesn't even look like anything. You can't look at a person and be like, wow, she has too much Botox, it looks like crap. You don't even know. That's like saying I hate the way that sunscreen looks. Bring back natural faces, bring back sunburns. What?
Right.
But unlike the BBLs where they pretty much had to go to a medical professional to get it, they done found a Korean alternative to Botox that they can just get through mail order, and they have been injecting their own faces, and this is some of the most dangerous stuff I have ever seen.
Okay, hear me out. So I've been seeing a lot of like DIY videos on like that Toxtok stuff all over my For You page, and I'm like, I could do that. Was I terrified? Yes. Did I think my eyebrow was gonna like go like this? 100%. I was gonna wake up and my fucking smile was gonna be like that. Super scared. But I'm an adult and I can do my own Botox if I want. So I did. And I'm just putting this out there because like a lot of people can't afford, Botox or whatever. And like it really wasn't that hard. Like I did my research. I literally watched video upon video about like the anatomy of the face and the muscle of the face and what they do, what pull down, what go up. So I started off slow or small, I guess. I don't know. I only got 50 units of Innotox. And I did my DAOs, which like, and then I did my, 3 right here and then 3 underneath, which like give you that jawline, which I didn't have before. It's only been 48 hours and like, even my boyfriend said it looks a little sharper. Maybe he was co-signing my bullshit, but he did say it looks a little sharper, and I feel like it has pulled my face up. So like I said, I did my DAOs, which I went like that, marked it, and then I did 3 here, 3 down there. I did a lip flip to pull the lip up a little bit. And then last night, I also did like 2 little tiny ones under for like the wrinkles on your eye. That was scary. That was super scary, but I did it. And then last night I got brave. I had like a little bit left and I was like, all right, let me see what else I can do. And so I have rainbow lines that don't go away, and like you can't like put Botox there or your eye will go like this. So I researched it and it said to put it really high up by your hairline. So that's what I did. So I put a little bit up there, and now there's only 1. And it's only been less than 24 hours. There's only 1 line. So 1 line's gone already. And then my Botox from last time hasn't worn off yet, but I had a little line starting up here. So I just did 2 right there, 2 units each. This is gonna save me a shit ton of money.
That's crazy.
I remember when it was a time in history when you couldn't afford something, you just couldn't get it. You just couldn't get it. And certain things, if you couldn't afford them, You knew you couldn't get them because you didn't want the back alley version of them. You don't know what the heck is in this toxin, but a lot of people are choosing to inject it in their own faces. Now, when she's telling you that she did it, that's one thing. But when it's people showing you exactly where they put it and how they did it, it becomes a whole different ball game. And like I said, this is some crazy stuff when people are willing just to inject stuff in their own faces.
I've been doing my own tox treatments for over 5 years. You guys, I'm a master medical esthetician, and I know so many people think you can't do this, but you absolutely can. It's actually not as hard as you think.
Yes, it is.
I'm using, this is from, if you want to learn how to do your own tox treatments and other advanced facial rejuvenation, visit my Rumble channel. That's rumble.com/c/gorgeouslyaging. The tutorials are totally free.
No.
Yo, hit me up in the comments section. That just didn't seem right. You a medical professional, supposedly a master medical professional, and you online talking about you gonna teach other people to do it? Don't listen to nothing that lady's saying. Don't listen to nothing that nobody is saying in this video. Disclaimer, I am not promoting none of this stuff. We are pointing out the fact that people in 2025 are putting unknown toxins in their face willingly.
I'm gonna do some tox today, some DIY Botox in my face. I'm using Tox. I am putting 2 units in all the black dots and then 4 units each in the purple dots. And the reason it's popular is because it's supposed to kick in very fast, like 3 days, and it's supposed to last a long time. Now, if you treat your forehead, you have to treat your glabellar region. And if you treat this region, you have to treat your forehead. This is a package deal. This, on the other hand, is optional. Some aftercare instructions. Be sure you don't lay down for 4 hours. Don't get hot. That includes saunas, hot baths, working out. No alcohol and no vigorous rubbing. Be sure to follow me for the updates, and I'll keep you posted on how this Tox works.
First day of doing my own Botox. I got Tox, so I am gonna do a little brow lift. I'm gonna fill these lines right here, and I'm gonna do a little draw snatch. So here goes day 1, and hopefully get some of these gone. So this is the 50 units that I ordered. I chose this because it already comes pre-mixed. And then because I am a baby, I did get the numbing cream. So let's see how it goes. Today is day 1 of doing my own Tox. I did get the 50 units. And then because I'm a baby, I got the lidocaine. So I'm actually letting that sit right now for 30 minutes just to numb me. But I will mark the areas that I want to concentrate. So I did go ahead and mark just a couple areas that I want to do. These lines aren't that bad, but I do want them less prominent. I did get these off Amazon. So I guess because the needle can get dull after a couple uses, I'm gonna make a separate vial for each spot. And this is what this beauty looks like. So I will say, someone who started college for nursing and didn't finish because I couldn't give an orange a needle. That was very, very easy. I did get the very small 1 milliliter, 31 inch gauge. So it was a very, very small insulin needle. So wait for this and wash my face, and can't wait for the results.
I think the main thing about the Botox that I'm not getting is y'all are going through all these problems. You are injecting toxins, unknown toxins into your body just to have a smooth forehead. All this for a smooth forehead. Who wants their forehead to look like that? But I guess that's what y'all want y'all foreheads to look like. All this for a smooth forehead. I just don't see the risk and the reward. Me personally, I don't see the risk and the reward, but it must be worth it to a lot of people.
Okay, so here's your long-awaited Botox, Tox update. I got Toxtok 100 units from. There's lots of creators on here that have like coupon codes for 15% off. I'd already drew it up on my face, so I did 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, 2 units. On your forehead up here, very shallow. You just go in very, very shallow. Use an insulin needle. You can get those off of Celamade too, or I got mine off like a pack of 30 for like $7 off Amazon. Then if you want to do your, I think this is the glabella, you got to go 4 units here, 4 units here, 4 units here. 4 units, 4 units. And you just hold, this is a pretty deep one, and then these I went in at an angle, not too deep. And then if you want your brow lift, you do 2 units just right here, superficially under the brow. And then I did 3 injections of 2 units apiece, right around my eye for crow's feet. And those are very shallow as well. Again, I am not a professional, but you guys were asking me, so I'm telling you what I did. I did my DAO muscles. That's easy to figure out your DAO so you hit the right muscle. It's 1 finger over from your mouth, like your corner of your mouth, and then 1 finger down. So that's how I found, and you can like feel it. I can't hardly do mine right now because obviously I've got Tox in them, but those I did 4 units a piece in. And then those are actually, I would say, I probably stuck that needle in like halfway. Not too deep, but like halfway. And then I did 3 injections here on my chin. I did 2 units a piece. And then I did my master muscles. So that one's like 1, 2, 3 injections there. And you can feel if you have big master muscles like me, you can literally just feel where that muscle is when you clench. Now those you can put into, or you could put up to 50 units of Tox into those master muscles depending on how strong they are. I did all of my units on the very low end starting out just because I'd never done it before. So I could probably use some more in my masters. I did 6 units a piece in those 3 injections, and it kind of looks like a triangle. So I did that, and then I did do some of my platysmal bands down here. So if you want to do platysmal bands, you can. You just grab a hold of the platysmal band and you just inject 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, and I only went down like halfway. I didn't get to do my other ones. I was just trying to see what it would look like in the front. So that's what I did. I'm not a professional. You can venture off into some other sizes of the insulin needles, but 1 insulin needle, like you can, like just the insulin needles you can use for your entire face. You just have to learn the depths. I watched tons of videos on here. I watched tons of videos on Rumble, YouTube. The information is there to learn like your facial anatomy. One thing I am not going to do is put filler in my face, just because you can get like, you can have some really bad things happen. So there are some people on here though that do and do great. So anyways, that's my update. I'm really excited with the results. I'm going to continue to do it because it's a lot cheaper, but this is what I got. They have tons and tons and tons of different toxes on. The reason I got was because it's already reconstituted, so the liquid's in there ready to go. You don't have to worry about backfilling it or anything like that. It's just right there ready to go.
And once again, I'm reminding y'all, don't take advice from none of these people.
Don't you do it! Don't!
I'm not a doctor or anything like that, and I can see that none of this seems like a good idea. And if you don't believe me, I have a doctor right here that's going to tell you what she just said is a horrible idea. Don't try this, y'all.
I'm not a professional. I think this is the glabella. Again, I am not a professional. You just go in very, very shallow. I probably stuck that needle in like halfway. Not too deep, but like halfway. It's a lot cheaper.
Let's talk about why this is a huge mistake Inotox is a type of botulinum toxin made in South Korea. People are buying it online because it's cheap and they're injecting it themselves. But here's the problem. Inotox is not FDA approved in the US. That means it's not regulated at all. You have no idea if what you're getting is real or if it's been stored correctly or if it's contaminated. And it gets worse. If these black market toxins are mishandled or dosed wrong, you could develop botulism. Not the frozen face kind. I'm talking real, actual, life-threatening botulism. So yeah, I get it. Do-it-yourself Botox might seem like a way to save money, but it could cost you your health or your life. You only get one face, treat it like it's worth something.
Okay, first round, done. We did this part. And what I will say is that, you know, it's fine. It is fine. These marks are really big, and also I don't have... my numbing cream didn't come. It said it did, it didn't. And so I used this, which I sprayed all over my lips. I didn't put it anywhere else. I just sprayed it on my lips. I didn't need it here. I mean, the first injection, I was like, is it in? I can't tell because I can't see. I can't tell. I also don't know how anyone does that and then can actually see the line on the syringe to know how far you're pushing in. I'm just like, do it. So anyway, I'll put the whole thing over on YouTube at Sleeved Christine, and you can watch the whole thing. My oldest daughter is my assistant, but so far we did 5 spots, 4 units each spot. Do I look less wrinkly?
Nope.
So I jumped on the Inotox train. I've been getting Botox since my mid-20s. I'm in my late 30s now. I have my face mapped out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and numb, and then I'm gonna clean everything with the alcohol pads that I have and get started. I'm gonna wipe this off here in a second and get started. Okay, all done. Now I guess we wait and see if I jack myself up. So I think like 2-3 days. I didn't end up doing anything right here or like above right at those lines because I was just afraid to drop my eyebrow. So I just did the lip flip up here a little bit in the front and my crow's feet, I'm sorry, and my bunny line. So we'll see.
Since she brought it up, we might as well get into it now. The dangers. What if you drop your eye?
I've seen one too many videos of women ordering Inotox and doing at-home DIY Botox on themselves and their friends. I would like to invite you all to look up what ptosis is. Ptosis. You're welcome.
What is that?
This is a reminder that if you plan on getting Botox anytime soon, that there's a possibility they can hit a nerve and you would be left with the Botox lazy eye.
Damn!
I can't move my right eye.
Damn.
So this is for my girlies, my guys who are thinking about doing Inotox, which is the Korean version of the brand name Botox. I mean, I trust Korean stuff. I mean, they got the freaking best skincare, right? So my dumbass said, okay, well, for my fine lines and wrinkles, like I take really good care of my skin and I do a really good skin regimen, but I was like, I got this. I can do this. I got a medical background. I watch plenty of videos, medical videos. Man, it's not for the faint of heart. I was so confident. My confidence level of just doing it was like a 10. Now, mind you, this was 2 days ago. And I swear if this turns out bad, I will never do this again. What they don't show you in these videos, and you see all these girls doing this, is how close you are to veins when you're doing this. And they really don't go into detail of depth perception, the exact needle. Yes, I understand certain angles. I did all that research. I know where the muscles are at. Which is FYI. So I was doing my 11s. And I was doing this area right here. So I got this area, I marked it out, had it all mapped out beautifully. But this area right here, I went in, I think at a 45-degree angle. And it really started bleeding because I hit a freaking blood vessel. Got a little hematoma happening right here. With that being said, I know that's going to go away. But how are the final results going to happen? It's only been a couple days. Results haven't kicked in yet. Am I going to look like a stroke victim after it's all said and done? Who knows? Because I just decided to be a dumbass. I'm only laughing because that's all I can do at this point to just like calm my nerves on that situation. My confidence level, once I hit that, was I went from a 10, oh, I got this, I can do anything in the world because my parents said I can, to you're a dumbass.
See, as you can see, the more you f*** around, the more you're going to find out.
I got Botox done on my face about 2 weeks ago. Not the first time I've done Botox, but this time around I got a side effect called ptosis. You can see it if you look at my eye. I'm not trying to make my eye smaller. Right now, the muscles in my forehead are just frozen and sunk my eyebrow even lower, so it makes my eye look like it's shut, so it's much smaller. So like I said, I got it done about 2 weeks ago. You usually see results from Botox in about like 10 to 14 days, and the results typically last about 3 to 4 months. Like I said, this is not the first time I've done Botox. I only do it on my forehead. I saw the nurse at the place I go to, and she said I'm not a good candidate for Botox, but this has never happened to me before. Like usually, like you can look in my other videos where like I do Botox a lot, but I don't have this. She also said that the number of units I do is very, very low, and that she really doesn't recommend going lower than what I do, which is 32 units. She says typically patients do around 40 units. Now, I've always kind of been a little hesitant about doing 32 because the place I used to go to in New York, they only did 28 units, and I always felt like that was right for me. But that was a number of years ago. So I'm older now, so maybe I need a few more units. But like I said, this has never happened. And my question is kind of being very roundabout. For anybody, like any estheticians, anybody that is familiar with Botox or injectables, is what she said correct? Which I don't think it is. I think I'm probably perfectly fine doing 28 units. I honestly think that the injector probably went a little lower than she needed to, and this is what caused this. But I'd like some opinions about this.
She should have told you that you wasn't a good candidate before she poked you and made your eye drop. But believe it or not, walking around with your eye drooping for the next 3 to 4 months is a good side effect. Because some people get side effects that totally change their life for the worse.
Botox has ruined my life. In late July, I got some Botox units in my masseters for TMJ issues. And 2 weeks later, once it set in, my life completely turned on its head. My work has suffered. My relationships have suffered. I have deep neurological issues, a lot of muscle issues, nerve damage, nerve issues, and I plan on documenting my journey as I'm trying to get back to better health and dealing with this chronic illness.
Stop injecting your face with Botox. Reports are saying that Botox is now linked to Alzheimer's, dementia, ALS, and other neurological degenerative diseases. That the botulism, which is a toxin, is leaking past the brain barrier and into the brain and the spinal cord, into the central nervous system. Not only is this a war on natural beauty and aging, but it's also a war on the human mind's ability to fully function, which to me makes so much sense, because why wouldn't they push something that impacts a human's ability to think freely for themselves? It's just another way to enslave people's minds. Your wrinkles are beautiful. Your ability to have a fully functioning, animated face is necessary, okay? Stop getting Botox.
I think it's interesting that it can link into the brain, but I do have to say, the only people that's out here that's promoting Botox and saying that you should get Botox, every one of them sell Botox.
Duh.
So you really can't say that it's all this societal pressure to buy Botox when all it is the people that sell Botox telling you that you need Botox. Think about it. Everybody that's selling you some Botox is telling you that you need Botox. Ain't no common folk telling you that you need Botox. You go down to your local supermarket right now and ask 100 people if you need Botox. I guess 99 of them going to tell you no. So you can't put that one on some type system or some type of evil force trying to make y'all buy this Botox. Y'all buying this Botox because y'all want to.
After going about 6 years without missing a single Botox appointment, I just finished 6 full months of having full free movement of my face and not getting anything done because I wanted to see what the benefits might be. And now that I've done that, I can confirm that there are no benefits, and I will not be doing this again.
But people need to realize facial expressions are important. If you walking around here with the smooth forehead, I need my ladies to listen to me on this one, especially my younger ladies and my younger mothers. If you walking around here with the smooth forehead, you are going to confuse the crap out of your young children because they need to see your facial expressions for their development.
Botox kills the center for empathy in your brain. What I do care about is the overall health of my patients, and I have focused on brain health, neurological disorders that have translated into mental illness. So the only reason I ever cared before about skincare was just how poisonous it was to my patients, right? And I've been on somewhat of a mission to stop toxicity and the dangers of things like Botox and fillers. Now, we are neurologically hardwired to check in with faces. The amount of muscle control, neurological control that's happening in my face right now, because I haven't paralyzed it in any way, shape, or form, is conveying tremendous information to you about how I feel, about am I safe, is she here to help me, is she here to serve me, is she here to hurt me? If you cannot pick up those signals from my face, you are in danger. And what we've done in our society at this point, we've taken an object and said, this object, this phone, this computer, this tablet, this Zoom call, is more important than a face-to-face interaction. We're teaching our children to look at an object instead of at their mother's face. And if they do happen to look at their mother's face, and if it's paralyzed by Botox, no, this is serious. That child cannot pick up proper social cues, cannot tell what the mother is thinking, feeling. They can't tell if she's mad, sad, or glad. And that mother, we've proven it neurologically, Botox kills the center for empathy in your brain.
But I could give y'all all the warnings in the world, show y'all all the negative side effects. People want this Botox enough that they are ordering knockoff versions from over in North Korea, South Korea, wherever they're getting this stuff from. So what can we do?
So I love the way my results came out with my, I don't know whatever that is. Because like, I don't even have one line anymore. But I didn't do my forehead because I was just experimenting. And this, I love how that came out. So I got more. So I'm going to do my chin and I'm going to do my forehead and right there. 11s, whatever they call it. Oh, my crow's feet. I'm going to do my crow's feet too. Okay, so let me show you before. So my forehead, this one haven't really come back yet, but I'm still going to do them all. But like, see how those, because I did over here. Anyway, so we'll see that in a couple days. And then we're going to get rid of those over there. And then my chin, we're going to figure that one out too.
Okay, so literally 12 hours after I did it. So I bruised myself, but we're not going to talk about that. But like that, those lines are already going away. The crow's feet are already gone. And the chin dimpling, gone. I'll show you guys in like a couple days because I did notice last time that it worked even more in a couple days. But 12 hours after treating it, oh my god. Okay, final product, I guess you could say. There's nothing. Like, it even took away down here. Forehead. Like, those lines are gone. And chin. Like, the only muscles moving are the DLIs, which you can't hit because it'll fuck up your smile. Like, I will never go back to a med spa for Botox again. Never.
I bought my own Botox. I bought Korean Botox, 100 units for $100. It came in a refrigerated pack in like 2 days. I got it because my girl Dana Jill said she got it and she did hers in July, and she didn't even use half the bottle, and she doesn't have to re-up. Listen, about a month and a half ago, I got 40 units of Botox on my forehead, and I shouldn't have this much movement. Anyway, never again. Anyway, my daughter's an injector, and so I was like, listen, I'm gonna come see you, and I'm gonna bring my Botox, and I need you to pump me full. I want my face frozen. I do. Anyway, I'm gonna try to tag the girl because I started following her, and her name is Nikki something or the other. But you can use her code and get an extra 10% off. Baby, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna spend almost $500 again when anyway, shoot, I'm even thinking about taking that injector thing. I just don't know. I've never, look, not even in my addiction was I ever able to put a needle in my own body. And even giving myself the weight loss shot for the first 6 months, I would just go, ah! I would scream because it's just a tiny little, I can't do it. But anyway, I'm thinking about taking that injector course and learning. Maybe I just don't know if I could. But anyway, I'm going to start doing it. I'm not never 100 units for $100. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'm going to try to find the girl, and I'm going to link her. If I don't do it in this video, I'll do it in another one. But people been getting this Korean Botox and been like, baby, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Even my daughter, who's an injector, was like, Mama, Korean Botox, that's where it's at. Okay, hey, I love y'all. Let's save money together. Okay, love you, bye.
Mental institution. Crazy. Bitch needs straight jacket.
Yo, TikTok is evil.
TikTok!
TikTok got these middle-aged women out here hustling Korean botulism. Oh my goodness. Y'all out here giving each other discount codes and coupon codes. Y'all out here hustling. Y'all out here getting packs and hustling for the North Korean botulism dealers so y'all can inject each other faces.
You're stereotyping. Plenty of normal, nice people deliver drugs.
Yo, what has America come to, man? We are living a fabulous life over here where, what happened to the whole, I don't want to inject nothing in my body unless I know what it is? We just went through a whole movement of that. And while that was going on, y'all sitting on the side just throwing whatever in y'all face. But as you can imagine, and as they should, the brand name Botox is not going to have their name ran through the mud by some knockoff TikTok products. They're not going to have it. So they have been going through TikTok with the iron fist, demonetizing and taking down every video that says any type of bow in it that's involving these type of products.
Okay, so quick public service announcement for any DIYers that promote on this app. This is very, very important, and I need you guys to listen, and please do not take this the wrong way, like I'm talking down, like I'm preaching, or etc., etc. There are certain words that you cannot say on this app when you're referring to Korean toxins. The B word is one of those words. I know I have probably mentioned it, commented on some of your videos just to kind of give you a heads up. Because one, TikTok will VIO you for it because you're talking about something and it's copywritten. But Allergan will come after you and the companies that we are promoting if you use that word. It is copywritten. It is not botulinum toxin. It's botulinum toxin. All botulinum toxins aren't the Botox word, okay? So when you're talking about Korean products, you have to use the Korean product word. Unless you are actually talking about the Botox, then you can use Botox. Say if you're comparing Botox to a Korean product, but you cannot call a Korean product Botox, okay? This is very, very important. They will come after the people that we are promoting, okay? They will come after you because it is copywritten and they don't like that, okay? So please, if you are promoting any DIY product, please stop using the B word, okay? Love you, bye.
She was trying to nicely tell y'all to stop snitching and blowing the spot up. That's what she was saying, but trying to say it in a nice way.
Don't say that.
Well, anyway, y'all, there y'all go. That's Toxtok, where people are willingly putting toxins in their face. They are doing this willingly. They are consenting to do it. They are buying the stuff, giving out discount codes, enjoying the results, knowing that their eye could droop, knowing that they can get botulism, and they're still willing to take the risk. So all I could do is wish everybody success. I hope it works out for you. But I was totally suggest against it. And I would never, ever, 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 ever gamble with my life or, my health like this. Like, to me, it just, the risk isn't worth the reward. But hit me up in the comments section and tell me how you feel about it. Is the risk worth reward to you? Like I said, to each his own, man, but wouldn't be me. But anyway, man, this video gonna end like all the other videos, man. Hit me up in the comments section. Let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you'd have made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
I injected half my face with Botox so that you can see the side-by-side results. Here they are.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm an aesthetic NP in Maryland, and I injected half my face with Botox so that you could understand what it does. Do you want to have it? Do you not want to have it? And what can you expect with real life results? Today is part 2, and we're going to talk about the frontalis muscle, or the forehead, which is your elevator muscle. This is all one muscle, and it works to lift your eyebrows up. And as we age, it works harder to keep that skin lifted. So as we age, you're going to develop more lines, more wrinkles on the forehead as you're trying to keep your eyebrows lifted, because most of us with age are developing excess skin on the eyes, and our brain subconsciously recognizes that and says, oh, let me lift more, let me lift more. Now, for the average person who's, below age 60, we're not excessively lifting, but we are expressing all the time. We're surprised, we're happy, we're moving our eyebrows. Well, that causes lines to form as we get older and we have less collagen production. So I injected this side of my forehead with Botox. This side has none. And if you look, when I look surprised, look at that. Look how high this eyebrow is, number one, because it's lifting really hard. Look at the wrinkling that I have on that side of my forehead. This side, I can still lift an eyebrow. I can still have, ooh, I'm surprised. Ooh, I'm surprised. I have animation, but what I don't have, honey, is wrinkling. Nice and smooth, beautiful. So that's what you can anticipate when you have a good, proper injection of Tox on your forehead. You still have good shape to your eyebrow. You can still have good lift, but you're not gonna have the wrinkling.
I'm gonna pass on that one.